Alright, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And let's get straight into today's video, because in today's video we got something a little bit different. We're going to be going into the Inter-Server Summit War section of the game. So the most competitive section of the arena or the contest part of the game. This is where the best or the top players, I wouldn't say the best players, I'd say the top players of the game. So the people that have either been playing the game a very, very long time, since the game's been out for like 3 years, or they've spent a lot of money, like VIP. Some of these guys are like VIP 19. They're absolutely insane. They spend like thousands upon thousands of dollars on the game. These are the guys that basically keep the game alive, because this game barely gets any updates, as we've seen. One new character, and that's about it. So these are the guys that keep the game alive. I just have to put that at the start of the video because we will be seeing some very interesting teams, and I will be putting my own thoughts on their teams and their characters that they choose in their teams. So I just want to put that out, that these guys do keep the game alive, so we should respect that. So yeah, we're going to be going into the Inter-Server Summit War, and we're going to be reviewing all their teams. So obviously, in order to get into the final phase of Inter-Server Summit War, you need to be top 10 in your own Inter-Server Summit War. So the very first phase will be the preliminary phase between Monday and Wednesday. And then you have to do your certain amount of matches. You get like 12 attempts a day, so you get basically 24 attempts. You battle all the people around in your server, so it's about, I think, 5 or 6 servers. If we go to Next Server Vanquisher, we can see. So yeah, I'll basically have to fight people around these servers. So 410, 11, 414, my server, 412, and 413. So I have to get top 10 against all those people in those servers in order to actually have a chance to even rank on final phase. Because in the final phase, you're obviously going up against the top ranked players in the world. Like, these are the strongest players in the entire game. As you can see, Zoro rank number 1, 354 million crew rating in total. Like, you see that I have, like, my highest team is around 32, 33 million at the moment. This guy has 354 million. Now that is across 3 teams. Do keep that in mind. So his highest team is probably around 120 million, give or take. But you can see, like, some of these guys are absolutely insane. And as I said, I believe Zoro, I've seen a few of his matches, and he is actually VIP 19, which is insane. Like, some of these guys, as I said, spend a lot of money in the game. So yeah. But yeah, you do need to get top 10 on your Inter server, as I said. And they only show in the final phase the top 50 players. So if we scroll, they only actually show the top 50 players. But there are obviously a lot more. I have actually gotten top 10 on my Inter server multiple times. I just don't play the game mode because I don't have the time. And the rewards actually aren't that great. As you can see, the preliminary awards, so the very first one, where you verse just your server, these are the rewards right here. Obviously, if you're not really in, this is a bit bugged, if you're not really top 3, the rewards are kind of meh. Like, even top 5 is kind of whatever. Like, even just getting to final phase, you only get 80 gems, which is kind of trash. And then the rewards for the final phase, obviously you're versing the best players around the world, so you're not even going to rank top 10, probably not even top 50. Rewards are a bit bugged, as you can see. But the rewards for, if you can get top 100, are actually they're pretty okay. An extra 180 gems, 420 of these, one of these, there, whatever. But yeah, an extra 180 gems is kind of good. But yeah, top 100 to 2060 gems. It's like you're only missing out on 60 gems. It's kind of whatever. So the rewards aren't that great. The prediction rewards are actually what you want to be doing. So you'll be able to predict on a player that you think will get top 10. And then you get the rewards after the final phase. Obviously, what you should always be doing is predicting on Zoro because he's the most competitive player in the game. It's either Zoro, Luxabu, or it's usually Joy Boy, or let me just scroll and find them. This guy's very competitive, obviously, and Natoru is very competitive. So they're usually the 5 players that are the most competitive and will always be top 10. So I usually always just do Zoro because he's a very safe pick and he's usually always rank 1. So always just bet on Zoro. Alright, so that's basically the rundown of the Inter-Server Summer War and everything. Let's just go ahead and review their teams. I have looked at their teams a few minutes ago, and some of them, Zoro, I'm not sure if he's trolling or not, but his team's kind of very funny. Um, Obviously, this team is very weird. It's kind of a mixture of Block Rate and Nickeluffy. I'm not sure why Nickeluffy's here. I think he's just showing that he's building up these units at the moment. Um, I'm not sure if he's trolling or anything, but he knows what he's doing. Obviously, by the second team, this team's amazing team. This is one of the best teams in the game. Very standard. Obviously, you need SAL for the team to really make it work. This team, yeah, I'm not sure. He doesn't have any of the Nickeluffy stuff. It's just sand, 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 and then 1 ice. So that doesn't really work. I think he's just, yeah, trolling. Anyway, let's move on to Luxabu. Usually rank 2, top 3. Now this team is very interesting. I don't like it personally. It does work with Nickeluffy's passive. But I think Chopper Frankie combo is nuts. I understand why these guys are running this. If you don't understand Mahiro and Garp's passive, it's basically Nickeluffy's passive with the 4 curse seals. So it gives a little bit more boost to control immunity, crit resistance. It's actually not that bad as a 6 slot. But yeah, SAL, I'm not sure about SAL on this team. I think he's better like Zoro runs him in this team. I think this is a way better team for SAL. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of this Nickeluffy combo team right here. This team, yeah, I'm not too sure about this team either. Don't really like Shanks, don't really like any of these 3 characters, they're not that great. But obviously these guys are the highest crew rating in the game, so it doesn't actually really matter what they run because I've been watching a few of Zori's matches, and the Sea Kings basically just one-shot their entire team. Like, the characters don't even matter at this level. With Charizard, the Bird, and the Kraken combo, they basically just wipe their entire team if you go first. So, characters aren't really that, you know, necessary in the game. This guy's team, Joy Boy, usually top 5, as I said. Reviewing his 2 teams here, I think he should swap these 2. Because I understand he gets to go for a block raid team here. I'm not sure why this guy's in the team. As we said, he needs the 4 curse seals to make work, and block raid doesn't use 4 curse seals. It just uses mainly 1, which is just sand. Sand, 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 sand. Sorry, ice and sand. So he doesn't work. I'm not sure what he's doing in this team. Also, I prefer Zephyr in this team to boost his attack characters. This would be way better, and Kaido Dragon Form can be used in block rate team, which is very nice because he improves his own block rate on his basic ability. So I think he should swap these 2 and get rid of this guy. Obviously, I forgot to mention the 3rd team is always hidden, so it's a bit harder to climb up, obviously. Makes sense. Alright, so the next person we're going to cover is Lin Lin. We're probably not going to go over everyone's teams, it'll just take way too long to do that. This team, very standard team here. Again, Bullet doesn't make any sense on this team because that's not 4 sand characters, so I'm not sure why he's running Bullet here. This team is pretty standard. I don't like SAL on this team though, in my opinion. So yeah, I think there's a few changes that could be made there. Yeah, as I said, most of these guys, it doesn't really matter about the characters, but also a lot of people in this game actually don't know how to team build. They don't actually know like There's so many people that have seen run Nika Luffy in my interserver and other interservers, and they don't actually run like kind of Dragon Form with him, or they don't run the 4 curse seals. They actually don't know what they're doing. So sometimes it isn't actually best to check what the top players are running, because sometimes, and I'm not gonna just generalize, like obviously most of them know what they're doing, but some of them don't actually know what they're doing. Some people just spend money and don't actually research or know what they're doing. So yeah. This team, I don't like Nika Luffy. Wow, this guy is a 7-star Nika Luffy. Holy. Wow. Wow, I wonder how much money he spent on that. Holy crap. 7-star Nika Luffy. If we look at the other guys, they were just 5 stars. 5 star is not that bad. 5 star, but this guy though, wow. 7-star Nika Luffy. That's the first 7-star Nika Luffy I've ever seen. Holy. Again, this team, everyone seems to be running this team. 1 attack, 2 attack, 3. I guess Monkey King Luffy works. Again, I don't really like this team for Nika Luffy. This just is nowhere near the best team for Nika Luffy. I don't like any of these characters. The only character I like on this team is Kaido Dragon Form. And I guess maybe you can run SAO as a 6 slot, but that's about it. Wow, yeah. Jesus. 6-star Nika Luffy, that's quite insane. Next we're gonna have a look at this guy. Um, yeah. Bullets. 1. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. It's only 2 sand characters on the team. This doesn't make any sense, this team. This team... sand, fire, ice, dark? Does he even have a dark? Obviously not the best Nika Luffy team, so I wouldn't really recommend this team. Next up we have is Natoru, obviously top 5 usually. I don't like this. I don't like Shanks, yeah. He's running block raid team. Now this is a much better block raid team. I would have preferred like Hiyori here instead of Zephyr, and move Zephyr up instead of Akainu. This would be way better. Because you gotta remember, Zephyr boosts attack type crew. And Sand and Block Raid team doesn't have attack type crew, so his passive is basically useless in this team. And you want to make sure that everyone's passives and everything are working to synergize, so get rid of him for either Hiyori or another character. Yeah, what I like to see is get rid of him for Hiyori and then add another sand character instead of Sir Crocodile here. That would be a much better team. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 sand, and then yeah, that'd be way better. Alright, so next up we're going to be looking at some of these players down the bottom here. Let's have a look at this guy, 257 million. Yeah, I'm not sure about this team. This is a very, very weird team. Yeah, I don't know about this team. Not the best combo card character, very lackluster character, not a good character. Yeah, I'm not sure about this team. This team, I would remove um, Rayleigh and Odin. I'm not sure what Odin's even doing in this team. There's no healing or anything, so he's not boosting anything. Remove these 2 teams for what Zoro had on his second team, was way better. I think that's basically it for like the high-end players. We'll have a look at Stevie BB, kind of a funny name, and IND Ace, and that'll be probably it for the video, because the video is getting a bit long. Very, very weird team. I'm not sure about this team. His Nika Luffy team makes no sense either. Sand, sand, sand. Fire doesn't have a dark at all. This team doesn't make any sense. Don't copy these teams at all. I'm not gonna not to flame this guy or anything, but these teams are very, very weird. Nika Luffy doesn't work. This doesn't. It's like he's going half. It's like he's doing all sorts of stuff. He's doing a Frankie team. He's doing Nami. He's doing. It's so weird. It's doing like 4 teams at once here, and this doesn't make any sense. And then the last game we were going to have a look at was Iron Dios. Yeah, again, this team. If you're going for a block raid team with, yeah, why is he running Kaido Dragonform on this team when Kaido Dragonform needs to be with Nico Luffy? He needs to swap. Obviously, Yamato needs to be on the block raid team, so he needs to move Yamato up here, and put Kaido Dragonform down here, and then probably Odin shouldn't be here either, unless he's going to run Hiyori in the team. Yeah, these teams just don't work either. This isn't that great of a team. And as I said, I don't like Zephyr in the block raid team or the Nico Luffy team. It's better off running him in the other team that Zori had for the strength team. So that'll be our review of the basically top 50 players. Obviously, can't go through everyone, but as you can see, these guys do spend a lot of money in the game, and we should respect that because they keep the game alive. But yeah, that's my review and thoughts on their teams. Some of these guys, they know what they're doing. Some of them don't know what they're doing. Sea Kings are kind of broken late game. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.